Today's financial advice is sponsored by Endeavor Private Wealth. And we're back now with Chris McGee, partner at Endeavor Private Wealth. Chris, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, during the past few segments, we've talked a lot about different financial issues that affect retirees, that they're facing. And I have really a simple question for you this morning. If I was planning to retire, how much would I be able to spend during the course of my retirement without depleting, my savings and my investments, without running out of money? Big question.
Yep. Aaron, that is a very important question. And it's actually one of the more complex pieces of retirement planning, because people spend their entire career accumulating and saving for retirement. But then when you start decumulating or spending the money down, it needs to last about 25 to 30 years. And that can be very complex with many different risk factors to consider.
Oh, I bet. Well, tell us about those risks.
So there's three main risks that we'll look at. The first is going to be systematic risk, which are risks that affects everybody. And these are broad items like the market, inflation, volatility, even political risk, a lot of the headline items. And then there's idiosyncratic risk, which are unique to you and I as individuals. And that can be longevity, that could be your family health history, your medical risk possibly. And then there's just behavioral risks, which is kind of how you handle money and your past affairs and how they may lead to your future financial decisions.
Okay, that's really a lot to unpack. So where should people start?
Well, they can start with a simple 4% rule.
Ooh, what exactly is that?
So the 4% rule is just a simple rule of thumb meant to be a easy way to understand something. And the 4% rule gained a lot of popularity back in the mid-1990s with this idea that you can take 4% annually off of your nest egg and receive that in the form of an income stream without evaporating your principal investment.
Okay, we're seeing some of that there on the screen about the 4% rule. So tell us more about the risks that can impact the reliability of the 4% rule.
Sure. So it is just a rule. So it needs to be kind of customized to what your spending needs need to be during retirement. Some people may need to spend a little more or a little less, and is that the right answer for them? And then second is, what if the market takes a major drop in value right as you're nearing retirement or just after retirement? An example might be a 30% drop in the market could definitely impact that 4% calculation.
Well, if retirees, suffer big losses in their investment portfolios early in retirement, they might be inclined to sell their risky investments, I would think, in favor of safer, more conservative ones.
Well, they could. And they could, yes. Unfortunately, that would kind of throw the 4% rule out because it couldn't withstand just, say, going to cash, for example. And so it is important that people stay invested and weather through that situation and don't sell off at the bottom. And if they do, most likely they're going to miss that recovery, which can be very harmful to them.
Stay the course.
Stay the course.
Okay, any closing thoughts for us, Chris?
Certainly. Again, that 4% rule is just a simple answer to a complex question. And just like an airplane pilot, you wouldn't want them to use the rule of thumb, would you?
No, definitely not.
You'd want them to use their precise instruments and navigational tools to help land the plane softly and safely for you, right?
Absolutely.
Well, that's what we can do at Endeavor Private Wealth by using our precise tools and dynamic retirement planning tools to help get you a safe retirement for your unique situation.
All right, Chris, we always appreciate your insight. Thanks for stopping by today. And to learn more about Endeavor Private Wealth, you can call the number on the screen or visit EndeavorPW.com.